The anime starts off with Professor Yakutani, a hard-working medical scientist, finishing up and going to a meeting. Yakutani works hard for his little sister, who passed away when he was younger. As such, not having a proper sleep in a long time. He writes a time schedule on his wrist and falls asleep. His assistant walks in after some time to find him dead. A world-class medical scientist gets reincarnated into a primitive world where medicine is still at its fundamentals and magic exists. With his abilities being seen as divine or heresy, how will he live his life in this new isekai world? He wakes up on a bed to a girl calling him Master Fama, telling he was struck by lightning. Fama looks around the room and heads to the window. After the girl introduces herself as Scarlet, she believes Fama's memories have been misplaced. After, Scarlet brings a bucket and washcloth for Fama, and while shirtless, she sees what she believes to be the holy mark of the Panic Theos. So she begins praying, but Fama tells it's a type of burn called a Lichtenberg figure from the lightning. Scarlet takes Fama on a tour around their mansion, the House of Melices, an aristocratic home, with its head being an archduke, Fama's father, one of the greatest royal pharmacists in the kingdom. Scarlet leads Fama to paintings of his family and asks if he remembers how to use the divine arts, or in other words, magic. Fama does not. So back in his room in privacy, he tries to perform them. Scarlet tells that she heard the first step is to imagine the form of water. So Fama, in his past life being a medical student, does that. The formula being H2O, 2 hydrogen atoms joined to an oxygen atom by covalent bonds, but if you also think about the electrical properties, Fama creates water. Shocked and in a panic, he blasts the water outside his room, soaking Scarlet. Dang, now you made her wet. Fama continues to experiment with his newly found magic and creates gold, sugar, cocaine, crystal meth, and other basic merchandise found in a drugstore. He can produce elements, compounds, and viscous substances as long as he knows their formula, but not mixtures. Scarlet walks into Fama's room in dry clothes and takes him to a study library where he supposedly memorized all the books on the shelf. He scans through the books and realizes how ancient the methods of medicine are compared to those from Earth. He heads to dinner where he meets his father, mother, and little sister. His dad and Archduke quizzes Fama, and he gets it right, reassuring him that he remembers his studies. So the next day he resumes Fama's classes. His teacher, Ellen, is sus of Fama. Before his accident, he was always rude and boisterous, but now he's timid and charming. Ellen reviews the divine arts and the 5 attributes. Fama asks which one of those attributes would allow someone to form elements and cocaine from thin air. Ellen tells none. It's unheard of. Only a god or monster could do such things. Ellen takes him to the lakeside to practice magic. Although forgetting his magic wand, she borrows him her own. And so, Fama creates an ultimate spear of water, swirling the skies like a dancing whirlpool. A shocked Ellen retrieves a divinity meter to check his power levels, and it ends up being overloaded, an unprecedented occurrence. She finds the mark of the Panic Theos on his arm glowing blue, and while returning home, Fama also learns he has the power of the Divine Eye. After, Ellen learns that Fama has no shadow and runs away, swearing she won't tell a soul about Fama's powers. The Panic Theos is a magical deity among others, one who grants magic, and it seems that in this world Fama may be an incarnation of that, but some may also see him as a heretic. The next day, Ellen has a fever and can't tutor Fama. His dad hands him some medicine to give to Ellen, but its effectiveness is as of an energy drink. So he creates some acetaminophen. At her house, Ellen walks in armor, pleading for mercy as she believes Fama is going to kill him for knowing his secret. Sus at first, she believes the medicine Fama has is poisonous, but after some persuasion and a bouquet of flowers, she accepts them and returns to being Fama's tutorer. They move to a deserted island and begin. It ends with Fama making Ellen so wet. Fama's looking at the household staff and giving diagnosis. Marlon has reflux esophagitis. Alfred has a sty left eye and needs some fasciitis. Fama's existence is unacceptable. If his powers were found out, he would most definitely be killed. So he needs to make himself indispensable to the people around him. He hands out medicine to all the servants and decides he's going to build a pharmacy pricey, with low prices that even commoners can afford. While going to breakfast with his family, Fama asks where his little sister is, and his dad tells she's come down with Velicella, human herpes virus 3, commonly known as chickenpox. Fama creates a cyclovir to cure his little sister and secretly feeds it to her in a macaron. After, he creates a Leeuwenhoek microscope to be able to see bacteria when his dad calls him and informs that the Empress has need of them. And that was the first 2 episodes of this anime. Go check out the anime for yourself. Like and subscribe for more content, comment down below, and I'll respond. 100% guarantee I am not a politician, so I don't lie. My name's IWD Recaps. Peace out.